Good morning, this is Keloland on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
At least one person is facing charges in connection with a prostitution case in Sioux Falls. Police say Sunday night a man picked up a woman who was walking along the street.
Officers say the man offered to pay her for sex. She allegedly agreed and the two went to a parking lot.
There was some sexual contact that took place in the car between the two of them, and then things kind of stopped. The woman ended up taking the man's keys and wallet and started walking away. He called police and was walking after her.
41-year-old Jennifer Tierney is charged with prostitution and possession of drugs. While police arrested the 40-year-old man, his name does not appear in any online court records. A man who beat a Box Elder woman to death last year will spend 40 years behind bars. 44-year-old Jamie Prince pleaded guilty but mentally ill to first-degree manslaughter. Prince stabbed and kicked 61-year-old Shirley Bartolotta at her home on August 31st, 2022.
During sentencing, attorneys told the court that Bartolotta was beaten so badly that her family wasn't able to have an open casket funeral. The judge says this is one of the most gruesome attacks he had ever seen. Charges are pending against two people as Brookings police investigate an animal complaint. On Friday, officers were called to a home near the intersection of 6th Street and 12th Avenue.
Authorities say due to unsanitary living conditions, 12 dogs and a child were removed from the home. The Department of Social Services and Heartland Veterinary Clinic helped with the case.
Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. Expecting some wind today, Scott?
Yeah, we are looking at wind today, cool temperatures as well, numbers mainly in the 40s for afternoon highs. We'll have north to northwest winds already this morning, 15 to 25. That will continue. Some of those wind gusts may go over 30 for this morning into the early part of the afternoon. We'll change that wind direction to the south and southwest ahead of a cold front. Expect a warm day tomorrow, 50s and 60s, but, you know, Thanksgiving's already looking cold. And Brian will have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. The Minnehaha County Sheriff's Office honored a Hartford man with a Citizen Service Medal.
Pretty impressive, the heroics of a everyday citizen and what you did to save the life of somebody struggling with a mental health crisis.
Darren Levno was on his way home from work back in April when he noticed someone on the edge of the Interstate 90 overpass at the Del Rapids exit.
He pulled over and checked on the person.
I asked him, I said, are you doing okay? Can I get you some help? And he actually kind of laid down on the overpass. You know, he was straddling the guardrail and he laid down on it. And then he looked back up at me and he said, I need a lot of help.
Levno says they talked for a bit and he ended up giving the person a hug. He said it didn't take long before deputies arrived to make sure the person got the help they needed. The Great Plains Zoo says one of its black bears has died. Charles the black bear was 24 years old. He arrived at the zoo in 2009 with his sister, Ella.
Due to declining health in recent years, Charles has been living behind the scenes in a habitat renovated specially for his needs. Zoo staff say they will remember Charles as a gentle giant who loved pumpkins, walnuts, his toys, and long naps in the sunshine. Kids at the Sanford Children's Hospital are playing hide and seek with a new face. Kirk the kangaroo gets hidden in the Sanford orthopedic construction site near the castle each day.
Young patients try to spot him from inside the hospital. Not only does it get kids up and moving, but it also may lift their spirits.
Nobody wants to see what a lot of these kids are going through, and your kids are your own. So to be able to brighten their day means a ton to us.
We followed along with a 7-year-old patient who spotted Kirk right away on a lift.
And the tower outside of our downtown studio is ready for the holidays. Yesterday, a crew spent time testing and replacing bulbs on the tower.
We'll light the holodeck tower Friday evening ahead of the Parade of Lights. Look for the switch to be flipped during our 5 p.m. newscast.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, coming up on that very quickly. Weather-wise, before it looks great for travel weather. I would say today we're just kind of blustery across our region. A little cooler too. Those temperatures 35 to 40 this afternoon from Brookings to Millbank and Sisseton. That'll be our coldest areas. Meanwhile, west of Sioux Falls will pick up plenty of 40s today. Even Rapid City close to 50. The wind speeds will die down tonight. They will switch around to the southwest, and that will warm us back up a little bit tomorrow. We'll start off in the 20s in the morning, but we can rebound, I think, pretty efficiently here, and we'll catch a lot of 55 to 60 degree weather in the afternoon. The cold front starts to knock on our door in the north central here in the mid-afternoon. So as that comes south, then the temperature will drop. And yes, this front will have a little more power behind it as we get into Thanksgiving Day. The other thing to watch is the snow chance in the Black Hills and into eastern Wyoming, where we have winter storm watches in effect. Starting here into Thanksgiving and Friday, there could be several inches of snow. As we look at the pattern here, let's take a closer look at this. Now, this is Wednesday. Again, you can see our front. There it is, dropping south. That's going to come through Sioux Falls dry. There's your snow, and eventually that will start to fill in more so between Cheyenne and Denver into western Nebraska. So all of those areas, I would say, Friday, even into Saturday, the weather forecast probably not as good for travel. There will be more issues. The question mark is how much of this is going to hold together as some of this pushes into the plains by Saturday night or Sunday. I think it warrants a chance of snow. At this point, this is not a major storm system. There's some other factors kind of fighting against it, but we'll continue to give this a second look later today. Give you updates here at KELOLAND.com. So make sure you stick around for that, as always, here in the Storm Center. Highs today, 43 in Huron, mostly sunny. Northwest breezes will be strongest in eastern South Dakota. Our 7-day forecast, temperatures will likely be falling through the 30s into the weekend. And there's that noted chance of snow either late Saturday night or into early Sunday. At this point, it's about 20%. We could adjust that a little bit. But I would say the colder air is probably the dominant story. Highs on Friday in Aberdeen in the upper 20s. So it's feeling a little bit more like this time of year. And you can see the numbers going into Pierre and Rapid City also trending colder, 20s and 30s for highs to start the weekend. But Rapid City, that snow chance is higher starting Thanksgiving Day into Friday. And again, if you're in the hills, you'll probably pick up some accumulations. Details online at KELOLAND.com.